Hello and welcome to Principles of Programming series. In this video, we're going to go over to Chapter 2 labs in C++. There's 4 of them in all. But once again, before we get started, just go ahead and smash the like button, and at the end, leave a comment, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you have not yet done so, go ahead and do that now. Also, if you're unable to hit the like button or subscribe to the channel, it means you're not logged in. So go ahead and log in. And if you're not logged in, if you don't have a login account for YouTube, it is free. It takes less than a minute. So go ahead and take time to do that, and that way you can interact with other YouTubers. And when you subscribe to the channel, you get notified every time a new video is posted, and it makes it easier for you to navigate throughout the world of YouTube. All right. So in this video, our first lab that we're going to go over is going to be Lab 2-1. Declaring and initializing C++ variables as we did in Java. So let's go ahead and look at what we got here in C++. So your task in this lab, you declare and initialize variables in a C++ program. The program, which is in a file named newage.cpp, calculates your age in the year 2050. So first task 1, declare an integer variable named newage. Then task 2, declare and initialize an integer variable named myCurrentAge. Initialize this variable with your current age. So as long as you have an age in there and it's a number, you'll get it right. Declare and initialize an integer variable named current year. Initialize this variable with the value of the current year. Use your digits for this year. Execute the program. An example of the program is shown below. My current age is 29. I will be 65 in 2050. As long as the math adds up, this number can be, these two numbers are interchangeable, as long as they add up and the code is right. So let's go ahead, jump on this code, and let's get started right after this. All right, first thing we want to do is initialize. So let's write your code here. So let's go ahead and do that. Initialize the variable, my current age. My current age equals 29. So I just initialize it to 29. You can do 25 or whatever you want to do. Next one, int my new age. Declared a variable called my new age as per directions. And here, this has new age, it needs to be changed to my new age. Then the current year, let's go back here. That is good to go. My current year. Where's this at? 2050. This, okay, got it. Got to initialize current year. Int current year, and there we go, that cleared up. I'll give it a space. So here where it says new age, let's go ahead and change this to my new age as well. And there you have it. My current year is, my current age is an integer, initialize at 29, another integer, my new age. Then current year is another integer. So my new age equals my current year plus 2050 minus current year. So let's go to run this. And what we're looking for, my current age is 29. I will be 2079. Let's check that out again. I messed that up somewhere. Let's find it. Okay, int current year, let's go equals, initialize that to 2014. That'll do the trick, I do believe. Let's run it now. Page 2. There we go. My current age is 29. I will be 65 in 2050, and you see the periods behind that. Take a look at the code. If you need a little more time, please use it. And let's go ahead and calculate that. Make sure we get that 100. Meanwhile, I'll bring you back to the code. So you see this, line 12, line 13, line 14. Make sure you change my new age to meet your variable that you declared. Change it from new age, and same thing down here. As long as all of these say the same thing. If you left it new age, in reality it would still work, but it had to be new age here, here, and here. But because of the instructions say my new age, you probably wouldn't get 100%. So there's 100%, and then all tasks turn up green. Let's go to number 1. Task 1, task 2, task 3, task 4. So that is it for lab 1-1 in C++. Let's move on to the next lab. So we got lab 2-2 in C++, declaring and initializing C++ constants as we did in Java. So let's go ahead to the code. Look at our task. In this lab, you declare initialize constant in a C++ program. The program, which is in a file named newage2.cpp, calculates your age in the year 2050. Use the copy code button below to bring over the code from the previous exercise. There we go. So it's already there. So first, declare a constant named year and initialize the year with a value 2050. Just like we did before, edit the statement my new age equals my current plus 2050 minus current year. So it uses the constant named year. Edit the statement count I will be my new age in 2050 in line, so it uses constant named year. In all instances of inline hard-coded 2050 have been replaced with the year constant. And when you print it out, you should get something like that. And this time looks like there's no period. I don't know, maybe they left that out. But let's go with it. Alright, so let's go to line number 10. On this one, yours might be slightly different. In C++, you do constant, it's an integer, and the whole thing is still capital. So year, so for the T, year, and then it's going to equal to 2050. And then, let's go down here. Edit my new age statement. So my new age equals my current age plus, take this 2050 out and make that year. Minus current year, that's correct. And my current year is my current age. And then I will be, let's change this, this is my new age. This again, we'll leave this in here by itself, but let a space after, space before and space after the quotes. Then here we'll do, let's see, space, let's get these in here, put year here, space, then we'll do the period after year, quote, period. Now we look like we got something going correctly. Let's close this up a little bit more so we can see. And everything looks like it's in order. My current year, my current age, year, year. So once you use your constant to make this 2050, you change that 2050 to the year everywhere, and we did. And let's see how it prints out when we run it. My current age is 29, no period, no period. I will be 65 in 2050. Alright, let's calculate that grade. We're going to look at this while we're doing that. We're going to look at the text. Yours might be different for the comments and the lines, but the code should still be the same. These four can go together. There doesn't need to be a space there. It could be a space after this line and a space after this one. Other than that, everything else should be the same. So let's see what we got as far as our calculation. Yep, we got 100%. And all 4 tasks, wherever they are, on number 1, are good to go. Alright, so that was it for Lab 2-2 in Java. So next, we'll go on to our next lab. But before we do, check this out. So next we have a Lab 2-3 in C++, which is Understanding Operator Precedence and Associativity in C++. In the task, we're going to, in this lab, you complete a partially written C++ program and that is provided for you. The program, which was written for a furniture company, prints the name of the furniture item, its retail price, its wholesale price, the profit made on the piece of furniture, a sales price, and the profit made when the sale price is used. Design the logic and write the C++ code that will use assignment statements to 1. Calculate the profit as the retail price minus the wholesale price. Calculate the wholesale price as a 25% deducted from the retail price, and calculate the sale profit at the sale price minus the wholesale price. And you should get something, you should get that exactly. All right, so let's take a look at our code. And we got, write your assignment statement here. Let's go and start with profit. Retail price minus wholesale price. Wholesale is one word. Okay. And we got sale price equals retail price times point. Just like in the other one, 25% off is 75% of 100% of the regular price or of the retail price. So sale profit equals sale price minus wholesale price. Looks like all we need for that one. That's those 3 lines. Seems like it's everything we need. So let's go ahead and check to see if we can get this output. Item name, TV stand, retail price $325, wholesale price $200, profit $125, sale price $243.75, sale profit $43.75. So we got that perfect right on those 3 lines. Let's calculate the grade, and I'll show you those 3 lines one more time. 16 to 18 on mine. You can look them over while that calculates. The whole thing. Right. Notice it does take time to calculate, but when you do calculate, and if something's wrong, you can go back and check it out. Once you get 100%, you can go ahead and submit it by sliding over here once again and hitting that submit button. Alright, so that's good for that one. We'll go on to our next lab. So now we're on to C++ Lab 2-4. It's the last lab in Chapter 2, which is Understanding Sequential Statements in C++. And we're going to, this program calculates this amount of tax withheld from an employee's weekly salary, the tax deduction to which the employee is entitled for each dependent, and the employee take-home pay. The program outputs include state tax withheld, federal tax withheld, dependent tax deduction, salary, and take-home pay. Write the C++ code needed to perform the following. There is no need to round to 2 decimal places in this exercise. Calculate state withholding tax at 6.5% and calculate federal withholding tax at 28. So remember, 6.5% is 0.065 for performing calculations. Calculate dependent deductions at 2.5% of the value of the employee's salary for each dependent. Calculate total withholdings. Total withholdings is the total state withholding combined with the total federal withholding. Calculate take-home pay as salary minus total withholding plus deductions. And then we should get this printout here when we run it. Alright, so let's go to our code and let's go ahead and start calculate sales tax here. And or state tax, sorry. Let's go state tax equals salary times 0.065. There. Calculate federal tax. Should be federal tax equals salary times 0.28. Semicolon. All right. Calculate dependent deduction. Dependent deduction equals salary times 0.025 times num dependents check some real quick, make sure I got that. Alright, calculate total withholding. So total withholding equals state tax plus federal tax. Next, calculate take-home pay here. Take-home pay equals salary minus total holding plus dependent deduction. Alright, so that's what we got. Everything else looks in order? Yep. Alright, so let's take a quick look at it again. State tax equals salary times 0.065. Federal tax equals, looking at line 18, equals salary times 0.28. Then down to line 21, dependent deduction equals salary times 0.025 times num dependents. Then line 24, total withholding equals state tax plus federal tax. Then line 27, take home pay equals salary minus total withholding plus dependent deduction. So let's run that and see if we get our desired code. Let's see what it is again. Page 2. And run. Nothing going in there. Let's try it again. Alright, mine is stuck at the moment, so I'm going to restart it, but I'm not going to do it on this video. But I'll let you see the code. Make sure you go by the code and you should be good. If you have issues, just submit it and then send me a message and I'll make sure that you get the grade if the code is right. Alright, but the code is great. Sometimes GitHub just does its own thing. But alright, so thanks for joining. Please leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, have a wonderful day, and Thanks again.